Okay, it's recording now. Should I turn it around because of my glare?
No.
Okay. All right, hi. We want to come on here and give an update. Cut. Go. Okay. All right, hi guys. We want to come on here and give a little bit of an update. Last time we did one of these, the house was, we only had ideas and kind of didn't have any sort of, I guess, plan. We were just, well, we had a plan, but nothing had been like able to happen. We got the house back in November.
Well, we were planning.
We were planning, but like everything takes so long when you're working with a historic home, and we didn't realize how long it would take. We originally discussed in the last video like this kind of what we wanted to do with the house and our plans, but we want to kind of dive in about how the last couple of months have been with getting to those goals and everything. So we originally wanted, if you're looking at the house in the front, to extend on 6 feet to the left, and that would create a bathroom for the downstairs bedroom and the upstairs bedroom. So each bedroom would get a private bathroom. We felt like that was so ideal, and unfortunately when we sent in our plans, the city rejected it and said that because it's a historic home, you're not allowed to change the you're not allowed to change the way the house looks like in the front, and which was such a bummer because it was the easiest solution to what we wanted to do with it. With us wanting to do a sort of like bed and breakfast, semi Airbnb, some sort of situation like that. We haven't worked all that out, but with us wanting to rent out rooms and everyone having their own bathroom, it just made things extremely difficult. So after about a month, right? Like it took us about a month to get like we had a new idea, but then Josh had to draw new designs and renderings, and that stuff takes forever.
Well, we just tried to save money on that stuff and
not ask anyone else to do it. And we didn't realize that you're really good at this kind of stuff. So it's cool to figure that out throughout this process. But from all that, we decided on extending the house in the back 8 feet, which would allow for the dining room to be bigger, an additional bathroom and closet, bigger kitchen, bigger upstairs, and then also along with the upstairs, we would be able to have, it would turn the house into from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom home, 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths. So why are you smiling? Oh, I was saying something wrong. Anyway, and yeah, so I mean, everything happens for a reason. We really like this new plan. One of the concerns that we had was that the house could be a little small for the concept that we were wanting to do. So with this, we don't have to really worry about that anymore. And yeah, so we kind of want to share with you guys for the first time the renderings that we did and kind of what we expect the house is going to look like whenever we're done. Granted, like, this is just the first rendering, so we have no idea, but this is what we're aiming for. This is what we want, so.
yeah. So here it is. And as you can see, it's black. We're going with the black, hello Pinto. We're going with the black siding, black trim, keeping the front, like Stephanie said, the same. So as you look at the front of the house, we're keeping the same railings. We're adding a gutter detail. There's no gutters on the house right now, so adding gutters all the way around.
Doing copper, right?
Yeah, like a copper, like a metal, some sort of darker finish.
Okay.
And the 7 windows in the front that you see will all be restored wood-clad windows. And then we're going with just a regular asphalt finish rooftop. As we move around to the back of the house, you'll see the porch and the arched glass window door going out to the porch.
Oh, I didn't know that checkered tile.
Little
Cute.
little surprise for you.
Wow.
You like that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, the railing will be black though.
And so where the porch is and where, well, this whole back of the house here is coming out 8 feet. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference between what it is now and what we're showing you here on the rendering. But maybe we can show an old picture of what it used to look like. But then you can also see the black cobblestone-ish, or however, whatever material we're using for that, black driveway that comes to the back of the house. Right now there isn't a carport or a garage or a driveway. There used to be at one point, but we're adding it back in and it will go into the back of the house. We obviously have a lot to design on the landscaping.
We'll save that for another time.
We'll save that for another video. You can also see the brick at the bottom. We're keeping that.
Can we paint the brick, or do you like it red?
I don't know. I guess that's something we are going to decide. I didn't know. I thought we were keeping it like this.
No,
but
I
guess
know,
now
but it's just things that we figure out as we go. I don't know. Just open questions.
And then I guess other details. Front door will be a wood front door. That's not the exact front door that we'll have there, but we will have a wood front door. Stephanie has her ideas for that. But yeah, that's the overall design.
And then we'll have a Juliet right there, that side.
Yeah, there'll be a Juliet detail on this side, on the second floor. The windows kind of look misplaced and everything right now, kind of along the side, but we'll also be adding windows and probably have to open new permits for that stuff. But
keeping original windows where, like in the front where we have to. I don't think we're keeping any in the back just because we really need this house to be energy efficient. I love it. Oh, cute.
All right.
Do you want to show us the inside?
Yeah. So, okay, now jumping to the first floor plan. You come in the front door into the living room and dining room area.
There's a big, like, what do you call it there now?
Bay window?
No, where the arch is now. Like, what's there?
It's kind of two doorways. It's just two doorways, but we're going to be opening up into an archway. As you can tell, Stephanie loves her arches. As we move through into the living room, and you'll have two doors, dining room, 2 doors here that go into the first floor bedroom and the half bath. As you can see there, that toilet is the half bath. And then going into the first floor bedroom, you will have a door on the back side that goes into the ensuite bathroom and closet. As you can see, the little toilet glass shower detail.
Good little details.
Yeah, it's just a little something right now for the people. And then into the kitchen area on the back side of the house, which
we're still working on this layout.
We're still working on the kitchen layout. The stove will be located in the back wall. We know that.
We removed 2 windows up against this back wall because we really wanted this. There's so much light coming in from the arch door, and we have a window right there over the sink that the stove, I feel like,
we'll just have that whole wall.
Yeah, but it's like a big, that's what you see when you walk in, and that needs to be like on a design level, like a big statement in my opinion. And so having those windows there can limit if I want to do like cool tile or wallpaper. It just kind of takes away from it a little bit, so we'll see.
Yeah, and then cabinetry kind of down this left wall. Fridge placement is,
we're working
on it. We don't know exactly where that will be or how all this cabinetry will work on the left side. But then on the far left side will be our like coffee nook, bar. We're
excited about that.
Wet bar little area.
Yeah.
Little, wine fridge, that sort of thing.
It seems small on the scale, but it's not.
The scale is off a little bit here on my rendering, but
the house is gonna be big.
Walked it and mapped it out.
It was big
in person and like spray painted the ground and marked it out like on the actual house, like it maps out to be.
This house is gonna be what?
Checks out.
Like over 3,000 square feet when we're done with it.
Yeah.
And it's, what is it now? I can't remember.
It's like 2,100 square feet, something like that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot bigger. We don't have the floor plan for the or the style floor plan for the second floor yet, but
a 3D rendering.
A 3D rendering, but we do have a blueprint that we're gonna throw up here and kind of talk about too. That our friend Lily with Cromwell, she's an architect there, helped us out and with this floor plan a little bit, and it was cool to get her ideas and see inside her mind, since this is what she does all the time. And yeah, we're super thankful for her for like filling in little details and, and Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Wow, just came and said hi. Or here's the whole floor plan, but we're gonna touch on the second floor since we don't have the 3D rendering yet. But what's cool about this is this has another huge change in it. This, with one of the bedrooms, now turns into a 2-bedroom suite, which we feel like would be great. You know, if someone wanted to book and like they had kids, their kids could stay in this room, or if they, you know, this additional bedroom will also be used for like a design in a way that there's like a Murphy bed situation, but also like a library, a couch, TV, or maybe if someone wanted to book and they didn't want to share the common spaces with other people, they would have another option here as well to just have like a living area. Or if we ever lived in it one day or sold it, then this room could be turned into a like walk-in closet, something like that. So there's so many possibilities with this room.
Also, if there's like an event and there's like a wedding or something, and you know, it could be getting ready room.
These are all gonna be like beautiful getting ready rooms, I think. Right. So, but yeah, absolutely.
And the last thing we wanted to share was the wall section. We had to create a wall section as part of our documents that we submitted to get our permit for the new addition. And a wall section is literally what it sounds like a wall section. It's a section of the wall, and it shows you know, the construction details of how we're going to build the new addition. So you can see at the bottom it starts with concrete footing, then goes up with a rebar enforced concrete block wall. The red detail there is faux brick on the outside. That's just a brick detail. It's not structural. And then you work your way up, sill plate, joists, 2x4s, siding, insulation, all of that. And yeah, it's a cutout of how you're going to be constructing the new addition. So that was fun to do, because I've never done it before, and I'm like, I don't know, I like the straight lines and I like designing it, and I put my own kind of flair on it, I guess. I mean, I looked at how other people do wall sections and other architects and other people online, and
like your handwriting.
Yeah, I just had fun with it. So that was another detail that we had to submit with our design.
I want to scale up and show people how intricate this is, because what the heck.
Well, and it's cool that they like accepted all this stuff. You know, we didn't really know when we were submitting if this would be sufficient and you know, up to quality. So yeah,
it's been cool to kind of discover what we're capable of during this. Josh, like, obviously we're saving so much money because we're doing it all on our own, and I definitely wouldn't be able to do this without Josh's help, that's for sure. I'm not this person, I'm the visual person, so it's nice to collaborate and just work together and see how, like, this is crazy, and and also just as well as aesthetically pleasing. It's like you still do this in a way that I'm like, wow, this is cute. So but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with everything. That's our plan. The next thing that we're doing is working on foundation, and The house is getting all new foundation and we're doing it ourselves. So the next inspections that we'll have is foundation inspection and framing. So it's starting to get exciting and we're starting to get to do like big changes and it's moving faster, thank goodness, because it's been like, since November since we bought this. So
it's go time now.
Yes, it's go time.
And you brought up a good point about the inspections. Our work, even though we're doing a lot of the work ourselves, it is being inspected by the city. So it'll be a foundation inspection coming up and
we do have a contractor. We have guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tanner.
Yeah, we're not
just like, oh, YouTubing everything. Well, we're looking a lot of things up, but we're making sure that our work is like exactly how it needs to be because we don't want to fail on this later and regret this. So, but it's cool to see you learning so much and you to be so good at the machines and everything. This is crazy.
It's been fun.
But yeah, so that's our update and hopefully everything starts getting more exciting and we can share more frequently because we've just been like at a standstill. So, but yeah, thank you guys for following along and for keeping up with us. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Peace.